The sky above Jorah was purple. Its twin suns were setting, casting long shadows across the peaceful city of Liora. This city had stood for thousands of years. The Jorans, tall and graceful, lived in harmony with nature and machines. They had never known war, not real war. Not until now. The attack came without warning. One moment, the skies were calm. The next, huge black ships appeared. They were silent and deadly. These were Vraxian warships, cold, sharp, and full of machines made for one thing only: destruction. The Jorans had shields. They had lasers. But none of it worked. The Vraxians moved too fast. Their weapons were too strong. Their machines did not care about beauty or peace. They only wanted to take, crush, and destroy. Elder Siren, leader of the High Council, watched in horror from the tower. He had never seen a real battle. He had never imagined such power. Buildings fell. Fields burned. Joran defense ships tried to fight back, but they were nothing compared to the Vraxians. "We cannot stop them," Siren said quietly. His voice shook. "They will take everything." His assistant, Iril, whispered, "We must call for help." Siren turned to him. "But who?" "No one in this part of the galaxy dares to face the Vraxians." "There is one place," Iril said, "a world most fear, a planet full of warriors. Earth." Siren froze. Earth, the death world. A place where the air could kill you, the water could drown you, and the beasts could eat you. The stories said humans lived there, strong, angry creatures who survived everything. Some called them monsters, others called them survivors. "We cannot trust them," Siren said. "They are dangerous." Iril looked up at the sky, where fire rained down. So are the Vraxians. With no choice left, the Jorans sent out a signal, a short message sent across the stars, a call for help, a cry into the dark. "Please, we need help. We are dying." They waited, and the humans answered. 3 days later, dark ships appeared over Jorah. But these were not like the Vraxians. These ships were rough, not smooth and shiny like the Joran ships. They looked like metal beasts, built with anger and purpose. They landed outside the ruined city. Jorans watched as the doors opened. Out stepped the humans. At the front was a tall man with short black hair and sharp eyes. His name was Hadjin***. He wore dark armor, scratched and burned. Beside him walked a woman, her black hair tied back. She moved like a hunter. Her name was even by***. She held a device that glowed with blue light. Behind them marched more humans, all armed, all ready. The Jorans stepped back. They were afraid. These were not peaceful beings. These were not diplomats or healers. They were warriors. Hadjin looked around. The damage, the smoke, the fear. He didn't flinch. He turned to Yunbai. "It's worse than the message said." She nodded. "But we've seen worse." Siren came forward. He bowed, shaking. "Are you the humans from Earth?" "Yes," Hadjin said simply. "We called for help, but we didn't expect monsters." Hadjin asked, with a cold smile. Siren hesitated. "Warriors." Hadjin looked up at the sky. "Then show us where the enemy is." Yunbai stepped forward. "We came to end this." As they moved toward the battlefield, the ground shook from the sound of their heavy steps. The Jorans watched, full of fear and hope. Maybe Earth's warriors were not kind. Maybe they were not gentle. But maybe they were exactly what Jorah needed. The city of Liora was quiet as the humans walked through its broken streets. Ash floated in the air. Buildings were broken. The people were scared. Children cried. The Jorans had always believed in peace. They had never needed warriors, until now. Hadjin looked at everything with calm eyes. Nothing surprised him. He had seen worse back on Earth. He had fought wild beasts, killer storms, and enemy armies. This to him was just another job. Mbai walked beside him, holding her scanning device. It showed a red dot in the sky. "They'll be back soon," she said. "The Vraxians always return to finish what they start." He-Jin nodded. "Then we will finish them first." The Jiren leaders followed behind the humans. Elder Siren still did not know if they had made the right choice. These Earth people were strong, yes, but they were also cold. They didn't cry. They didn't speak kindly. They looked like machines built for war. "Commander He-Jin," Siren asked carefully, "do you understand what we're facing?" He-Jin turned to him. "Yes. You are facing a force that only understands fear. You tried to fight with light and hope. It didn't work. So now we fight with fire." Siren flinched at his words. "But what if they destroy us all?" "They won't," He-Jin said, his voice like steel, "because we won't let them." That night, the humans began building their camp outside the city. Their machines moved fast. They set up large cannons and defense walls. They placed hidden traps in the trees. They built sensor towers with blinking lights. It all looked strange to the Jorans, ugly, hard, and full of wires. But it worked. Yunbai worked deep into the night. She studied Joran tech and matched it with human weapons. She created new defenses, part Joran, part human. Her hands moved fast, and her mind was even faster. One young Joran engineer named Rilu approached her. He was curious. "You mix our tech with yours?" "Yes," Yunbai said. "Yours is smart. Ours is strong. Together, they are better." "Are you always at war?" Rilu asked. Yunbai stopped for a moment. "Earth taught us to survive. That's not the same as war. But sometimes, survival means fighting." The next morning, the Vraxians returned. Their black ships covered the sky. Their machines dropped from the clouds like metal rain. But this time, the humans were ready. Cannons roared. Traps exploded. The Earth soldiers fought like monsters. They did not run. They did not scream. They moved together, fast and sharp. He-Jin led from the front. He ran into battle like he was born for it. His armor was hit again and again, but he kept going. His rifle burned hot in his hands. Each shot took down a Vraxian machine. Yunbai stayed at the command post. She gave orders calmly, watching the battle through her screens. She guided the soldiers like a master chess player, moving them to the right places at the right time. The Jorans watched from the walls. They could not believe what they were seeing. The humans were not just fighting. They were winning. A Vraxian warbot tried to break through the line. It was taller than a building and had a laser cannon on its arm. But He-Jin didn't run. He charged it. He threw a sticky bomb onto its chest and jumped away. The blast shook the ground. When the smoke cleared, the warbot was gone. He-Jin stood, breathing hard, his armor scorched. Siren, watching from above, whispered, "They are Deathwalkers." "No," Rilu said. "They are Deathworlders." And now, the Vraxians had learned one thing. Earth had arrived, and it did not come in peace. Smoke covered the battlefield like a thick blanket. The ground was black from fire. Metal pieces and broken machines lay everywhere. The first fight was over, but it was not the end. It was only the beginning. He-Jin stood near the fallen Vraxian warbot. His armor was damaged, and blood ran down his arm, but he was still standing. That was enough. Yunbai walked up to him, holding her datapad. "You're bleeding," she said. "It'll stop," He-Jin answered. She scanned the battlefield. "They're testing us." That wasn't their full force. "I know it," he said. "The real fight is coming." Back in the city, the Jorans started to move again. They had been frozen with fear, but now they saw hope. The humans were strange and cold, but they fought like no one the Jorans had ever seen. Rilu, the young Juran engineer, followed Unbai everywhere. He wanted to learn more. "Why do you fight like this?" he asked. "You don't fear pain or death." Unbai looked at him. Her eyes were tired. "Earth taught us early. On our world, everything is dangerous. The animals, the weather, even the land. We had to become strong, or we died." "Is it really that bad?" Rilu asked. "Yes," she said simply, "but it made us what we are." In the human camp, soldiers repaired weapons and set new traps. Their faces were serious, but their eyes were sharp. They were used to this. War was not strange to them. It was just another day. That night, a scout team came back with news. The Vraxians had set up a base nearby. They were building something big. Maybe a power station, maybe a weapon. No one knew for sure. Yunbai pulled up the map. "We can't wait for them to attack again," she said. "We strike first." Heijin nodded. "Send in a team. Small, fast, deadly." The next morning, the humans moved out. Hadjin led the mission himself. 5 soldiers went with him, all silent and ready. Rilu asked to join, but Yunbai stopped him. "This mission is not for you," she said. "It's not safe." "But I want to help," he said. "You are helping," she told him. "You're keeping the city alive." Hadjin's team reached the Vraxian base before sunrise. The enemy camp was full of machines, tall towers, glowing lights, and hundreds of metal soldiers. But the humans were not afraid. They moved like shadows. One soldier, Jiwu, crawled under a wall and placed bombs on the fuel tanks. Another, Da Siuk, hacked into a power node. Hadjin used hand signals, directing them with sharp movements. Then the sky lit up. Boom! The first explosion took out half the base. The second sent machines flying. Alarms screamed. Vraxians rushed out, but the humans were already inside. They moved through the chaos, taking out guards with clean shots. They didn't speak. They didn't waste time. Hadjin found the command center. Inside, he planted a virus in the enemy system, made by Unbai. It would slow the Vraxians' network, break their control. By the time the Vraxians realized what was happening, the humans were gone. Back at camp, Yunbai watched the explosions on her screen. She smiled, just a little. The next day, the Jurans cheered. For the first time, they felt something new. Courage. The Vraxians had been hurt. Badly. And it was the humans who did it. Siren looked at the sky and said, "Perhaps we were wrong to fear them." "No," Yunbai said softly. "You were right to fear us. But now you fight for us." She looked at him with calm eyes. "Only because you asked." As the sun rose again, the Vraxians prepared for revenge. But now, they knew this. The Deathworlders were not weak. They were not kind. They were not afraid. They were coming. The Vraxians were angry. After their base was destroyed, they stopped waiting. They sent a full attack. Hundreds of machines dropped from the sky. Tanks rolled across the ground. Drones flew through the clouds like a swarm of metal insects. This time, the Vraxians came to crush everything. The sky turned dark with smoke and fire. Jora shook under the weight of war. Hadjin stood on the city wall, watching the horizon. The enemy was coming fast. "They want to end it," he said. Imbi checked her tablet. "Their signal strength is higher. New command unit in the area. This one is smarter." "Then we'll take its brain," Hadjin said coldly. Inside the city, panic started again. The Jurans had seen the power of the humans, but now the Vraxians looked endless. People gathered in shelters. They prayed, hoping for safety. In the human command tent, Yunbai pointed to the map. "We can't stop them in open ground. They have more numbers, more machines." "What do you suggest?" Heijin asked. "We trap them," she said. "We fake a retreat, then lead them into the old ruins. He Jin smiled. That place has tunnels, narrow paths, weak ceilings. It's perfect. It's also full of civilians, said Ji Wu, one of the soldiers. Not for long, Yunbai replied. We'll move them before the attack. The Jurans helped quickly. Under Siren's order, families were moved from the ruins. The tunnels became empty, except for what the humans left behind. Bombs, traps, and surprises. Yunbai used both human and Juran tech to build shock traps and EMP nets. Rilu helped her, learning fast. He followed every command and watched her work with respect. You fight like a machine, he said. No, she replied. Machines follow rules. I don't. At dawn, the battle began. The humans made it look like they were losing. They pulled back slowly, step by step, giving up land on purpose. The Vraxians thought they were winning. Their machines pushed forward hard, chasing the retreating humans into the ruins. Then the trap closed. The first explosion brought down a tower, blocking the exit. The second dropped the ceiling on the Vraxian tanks. Inside the narrow tunnels, their big machines couldn't move. They became targets. He Jin and his team moved like ghosts through the dark halls, hitting the Vraxians from all sides. Ji Wu set off remote bombs that sent shockwaves through the rock. Yunbai activated the EMP net. Sparks flew. The Vraxian drones crashed into the walls. Inside the command room, Siren watched everything on the screens. He saw the plan working. It's beautiful, he said, eyes wide. Rilu stood beside him. No, it's terrifying. After hours of fighting, the ruins went quiet. The Vraxians were trapped, broken, or dead. He Jin walked out of the tunnel, armor black with dust and burns. His face was tired, but his eyes were sharp. Yunbai joined him. We took out 60% of their main force. They'll send more, He Jin said. Let them, Yunbai replied. Later that night, the humans sat around their fire. They did not celebrate. They only cleaned their weapons and checked their wounds. Rilu came over with food for Yunbai. You don't smile, he said. War isn't for smiling, she answered. But you saved the city. We slowed the enemy, she said. That's not the same. Siren walked into the camp and looked at He Jin. You risk your lives for us, the elder said. Why? He Jin looked up at the stars. Because someone has to fight back. Siren nodded. Then may the stars watch over you. No, He Jin said. We don't need stars. We have fire. And now, the Vraxians were burning. The ruins were quiet. Dust floated in the air. Smoke rose from broken machines. The Vraxians had been crushed, for now. But the war was not over. Yunbai sat inside the command tent, staring at the screen. Her eyes were sharp. Her fingers moved fast, going through the data. They're learning, she said. He Jin walked in, his face calm as always. What did you find? They're changing their tactics, Yunbai said. They used to rush in. Now they're watching, waiting. They've studied our moves. They're adapting, He Jin said. Yes, that means the next attack will be different. Outside, the humans trained hard. They knew the Vraxians were not done. Ji Wu tested a new kind of grenade. Dae Siak adjusted the defense towers. The team didn't rest for long. They couldn't afford to. The Jurans, too, started helping more. They brought food, repaired equipment, and carried supplies. They were still afraid, but now they wanted to stand with the humans. Young Rilu worked beside Yunbai all day. He asked questions and watched everything. Do you think we can win? He asked. Yunbai didn't look up. Winning is not a single moment. It's surviving every day. But they're so strong, he said. Yunbai finally looked at him. So are we. That night, the skies glowed red again. But this time, the Vraxians didn't land with loud noise or fire. They sent silent drones, small, fast, invisible to many sensors. One slipped past the outer defenses. It flew low, scanning everything, moving like a shadow. But Yunbi's systems caught it. Barely. "Alert," she called out. "We have a breach." Siren and Rilu ran to the command center. "What is it?" Siren asked. "Scout drone," Yunbi replied. "Very advanced. It's studying us." "Can we destroy it?" Rilu asked. "Already on it." She typed fast. Her system sent out a signal, a false code. The drone turned, confused. It flew into a signal trap and froze in place. Yunbai smiled slightly. "Got it." Hejin arrived with 2 soldiers. "They're getting smarter," he said. "Yes," Yunbai said, "but so are we." The next day, they studied the drone. Its tech was far better than expected. The Vraxians were building newer machines, stronger, faster, more deadly. "We have to hit their factory," Hejin said. "Where are they building these?" Yunbai pulled up a deep scan. "There's a new heat source in the northern mountains." "That could be it." "It's far," Jigu said. "Rough terrain." "Then we take a small team," Hejin said. "In and out." Siren stepped forward. "Let me send guides. There are old tunnels in the mountain. Paths we used long ago." "Good," Hejin said. "We'll move tonight." As the humans prepared, Rilu came to Yunbi again. "Can I go?" he asked. "No," she said. "But I know the tunnels." "No," she repeated. "You're smart, Rilu. You build. You learn. Don't throw that away." "But I want to fight." Yunbai looked at him. "Then help us fight smarter." Rilu stayed behind, heart heavy but full of fire. That night, under the cover of darkness, Hejin, Jiwu, and 2 Jurin guides left for the mountain. The air grew cold. The land was empty, quiet. But the enemy was waiting. Far away, deep inside a hidden chamber, a Vraxian commander watched the humans through cold metal eyes. It had no name, only a number. ***, Unit 73****. It spoke in a deep robotic voice. "The humans are moving. Begin the next phase." Machines came to life. Weapons powered up. And deep in the mountain, a trap was already waiting. The mountain stood tall and silent. Cold wind blew through the old paths. Sharp rocks and thick mist made every step dangerous. Hejin led the way. His eyes were focused. Behind him walked Jiwu, 2 soldiers, and the Juren guides. They moved fast but careful. Every sound could mean danger. "This place is quiet," Jiwu said. "Too quiet." "Stay alert," Hejin replied. They reached an old tunnel, hidden behind a wall of vines. One of the Jurens pulled them back, revealing a dark hole in the mountain. "This way," the guide said. They entered the tunnel. It was cold and wet. The walls were rough stone, and the ground was slippery. But the humans didn't slow down. They were used to worse. Far above them, hidden cameras watched. Inside the Vraxian base, Unit 73***, saw everything. It turned to its soldiers and spoke in its cold, deep voice. "Humans have entered the mountain. Begin counterplan." Back in the tunnel, Hejin's team kept moving. Yunbi's voice came through the earpiece. "I'm tracking you. You're close to a power signal, big enough to be their factory." "Copy," Hejin said. "We'll check it out." They reached an opening. Below them was a huge cave. Lights glowed on the walls. Machines moved like insects, building more warbits. Sparks flew. Engines roared. It was the Vraxian factory. "There it is," Jiwu whispered. "We found it." Hejin nodded. "Set the charges. We end it here." As they placed bombs around the cave, something clicked. A red light blinked on a far wall. Then the floor shook. "It's a trap," one of the Juren guides shouted. Metal doors slammed shut. Vraxian soldiers dropped from the ceiling. Tall, fast, armed. The battle started fast. Jiwu fired her rifle, hitting 2 machines. Hadjin threw a flash bomb, blinding the enemy for a moment. The cave turned into chaos. "We need an exit," Hadjin yelled. "There's another tunnel. North side," the guide shouted. They ran, dodging lasers and falling rocks. Jiwu was hit in the leg, but kept moving. Behind them, the bombs were still set. "Blow the charges," Hadjin ordered. Jiwu hit the switch. Boom! The cave shook. Fire rushed behind them. Machines flew into the air. The factory cracked and burned. The mountain roared like it was alive. They barely made it out. Outside, the sky was dark. Rain fell hard. Hadjin carried Jiwu over his shoulder. They ran through the forest, back toward the city. Yunbai met them halfway with a rescue team. "What happened?" she asked. "It was a trap," Hadjin said, "but we destroyed the factory." "And Unit 73?" Yunbai asked. "Didn't see it," Hadjin said. "It's still out there." Back at the city, Jiwu was treated. Hadjin stood beside her bed. "You did well," he said. She smiled weakly. "You did better." Yunbai sat at her screen, looking at the new data. "They'll strike again. And this time, they'll be angry." "Let them come," Hadjin said. "We're ready." Siren came to them later. "You destroyed their factory. You brought hope again," he said. "This isn't about hope," Hadjin replied. "It's about survival." Siren nodded slowly. "Still, we believe in you." That night, the humans watched the horizon. They knew the real fight was coming soon. And deep in the stars, Unit 73 gave a new order. "Prepare full invasion." The Vraxians were coming. All of them. But Earth had faced worse. And the Deathworlders were not done yet. The sky turned black. From above, thousands of Vraxian ships arrived. They came like a storm, silent, huge, and ready to destroy everything. The ground shook, air screamed. The last battle had begun. In the city of Giora, humans and Jurans stood side by side. They had no place left to run. They would fight. Together. Siren gave a speech to his people. His voice was strong, even with fear in his eyes. "This is our home," he said. "We protect it now, not just with hope, but with fire." Yunbai stood in the control center. Her hands moved quickly across the screens. Drones flew in the sky. Defense cannons pointed up. Energy shields powered up. "We don't have enough power for a long fight," she said. "Then we end it fast," Hadjin replied. Jiwu limped into the room, her legs still healing. "I'm not sitting this one out." "No one is," said Daesiuk, loading his rifle. Outside the walls, machines landed. Giant walkers, battle drones, and flying warbits filled the valley. In front of them stood Unit 73 ***, its metal body glowing red, its voice cold. "Humans," it said, "you were not expected to resist. You will be erased." Hadjin stepped up on the city wall. He looked at the monster below and shouted, "Come and try." The battle started like thunder. Vraxians rushed forward, firing plasma blasts. The humans fired back. Explosions lit up the land. The sky turned red and orange. Jiwu led a sniper team from the towers. Daesiuk manned the turrets. Jurans ran with supplies and helped the wounded. Everyone had a role. Yunbai used every trick she knew. She hacked enemy drones mid-air, turned Vraxian turrets against their own. Her eyes never blinked. Her fingers never stopped. But the enemy kept coming. One wall broke. Vraxians rushed in. Hand-to-hand combat filled the streets. Hadjin grabbed his blade and jumped into the fight. He moved like lightning. Fast, brutal, clean. Every strike dropped a machine. Siren fought too. The old leader used a simple rifle, covering his people. Rilu helped Yunbai, feeding power to systems, cooling machines, patching wires. More drones are breaking through, he shouted. I know, Yunbai said. I need 10 more seconds. Suddenly, the power grid failed. The shields dropped, and Unit 73 walked into the city. It moved with slow power, cutting through defenses. Its arms became weapons. Its eyes glowed with deadly light. Yunbai ran outside with a backpack. Inside was the virus she made. One last chance, she shouted. Cover me. He Jin and Ji Wu fired everything they had. Bullets, grenades, rockets. Yunbai ran through fire, jumped over debris, and climbed onto the machine's back. Sparks burned her arm. Metal scraped her side. But she reached the port and jammed the virus inside. Unit 73 stopped. It shook, screamed. Lights blinked. Then it exploded. A wave of fire knocked everyone down. For a moment, no one moved. Then they looked up. The Vraxians stopped. Their command was gone. Without it, they were confused, lost. One by one, the machines fell. Some shut down. Others ran. The sky cleared. The storm passed. Silence. And then, cheering. Jurans and humans hugged. Some cried. Some laughed. Sirens stood in the center and shouted, "We are free." Yunbai sat on the ground. Her arms burned, her face covered in dust. Rilu gave her water. You did it. She looked at him. No, we did it. He Jin walked up. Is it over? For now, Yunbai said, but the galaxy will remember. Ji Wu smiled. They'll remember Earth, and what we are. Siren raised a flag over the city, half Juran, half Earth. Together, the Deathworlders had come, and they had changed everything.